Hello everyone. So this video has been quite a while in the me making it and thinking about making it. But I really want to make it because because I think it will be really helpful for someone else, and it's a video that I wish I could have seen when I was in this situation. So this video is going to the emergency room for autism, or autism related things, and my experience with that, because I personally have had two really good experiences. I'm very lucky. I know people who haven't, but I just wanted to share kind of what you can expect, at least here in New Zealand. It's different all over the world, and it's obviously different depending on what you're there for. But for when you're there for autism and some symptoms of that, then I can share my experience on that. So first of all, I just want to share kind of what happens when you get to the emergency room. Mum took me in, and we went in on the basis of on the phone call with the after hours mental health team, and the first time they suggested I went in to get medically checked to make sure my symptoms were not being caused by any medical condition. And so what happened that first time is we got there, and I luckily bought my noise cancelling headphones, which is something I'd really recommend, and I obviously have Rosie with me. And so what happened is I went into the emergency room. I had my noise cancelling headphones. I went up and told them at the triage desk what was kind of happening, and within about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, we were seen by a doctor, and that doctor just checked me over and ran some blood tests and some other tests, and that went pretty well, I would say. Those tests all came back normal, so she then contacted the crisis team because it was clear that my symptoms were not physiological, they were psychiatric and related to my autism. So another really cool thing that happened in this time when we were there is they put us in this really cool, I think it's a room that was made for children, but it's really nice sensory. It's got nice green walls, and it's got really nice sensory it's just nice sensory wise. It's not like a normal hospital room. And we got to go in there when we talked to the doctor, and then she contacted the crisis team, and they suggested a PRN and a different one that I had previously been on. And so they gave me that and kind of gave me this is not medical, and we'll contact your team on Monday, because this is obviously, both these experiences have been on the weekend. So that was my first kind of experience, and everyone was there, was lovely. My friend very kindly came and visited me, and we got home within like maybe 5 hours, which is pretty good for the hospital. So that was my first time experience. So the second time, which was about probably a month ago, I would say, which is why this video has taken kind of a while to be, because I wanted to make sure I was in the right headspace to film this video, because I didn't want it to be too triggering or anything, because obviously the hospital is a very busy place. The emergency room is a very busy place, and it can be really overwhelming. But so my second time is we were talking with the after hours team throughout the day. Kind of, they were checking in on me every couple hours, seeing how I was going, and I was still really struggling by the afternoon, late in the evening, and so they suggested that we do go to the hospital and get checked and a PRN and things. So that time we went straight to see the crisis team. We didn't see a doctor first. But what was really good is, even though I had my headphones and Rosie and all these other tools and equipment and fidget toys, I was still quite overwhelmed because we had to wait in the waiting room for probably 2 hours. and we weren't seeing any. So the mum actually went to spoke to the nurse, and the nurse was like, actually, you can go to this place called, and I'm probably going to say it wrong, but Mana Oti Tangata, and it's a place they offer on the weekends where you can just go, and we'll wait for the crisis team there. They'll come visit us there, and we can have like a private room, and yeah, much more nicer and sensory friendly place to go. So we went there, and we waited for about another 3 hours for the crisis team when we got there, and the crisis team just gave me up a PRN because that's really all they could do, and because again this was on a weekend, but it was a really Mana Oti Tangata is a place now that I'm more involved with. I go to my art therapy there, and I see a peer specialist there, and it's a really awesome place. So yeah, so we went there, and they just kind of chatted to me for a bit, and got to understand what the situation was, and then yeah, we got to go home. But I just wanted to give you a few that tell you my experience, and then I want to give you a few little tips and tricks that I found helpful when doing this. So a few little tips and tricks is obviously when you do have autism is to, Rosie, on your mat, is to go with noise cancelling headphones if you're a noise sensitive person, or even if you're not. Like, I wouldn't consider myself super noise sensitive, but I do have noise sensitivity and overwhelmingness with the bright lights and things. So having headphones, noise cancelling headphones that have music on was really, really helpful for me, and I know it will be helpful for a lot of other people. Another thing I would obviously suggest, if you have fidget toys, to bring a fidget toy or two just to have something to distract yourself, or your phone to watch a movie. If you have access to a support person or a person to come with you, I'd recommend that, someone to advocate for you. And yeah, so if you've got any questions, I'm going to make a part 2 to this video. Hopefully if I get enough questions of any questions that you might have, and I will try my best to answer them. And yeah, in part 2 to this video. But thank you so much for watching, and please leave any questions or comments down below. So Rosie and I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and we hope you have a good day. Bye.